did you come into this one thinking you might be starting, or was that never going to be? Was that sort of off on someone else?
Um, Fred was on the edge. He's been iffy a couple times, so I didn't know what it was going to be. He's told me be ready, and then he plays. So just always being ready, and whatever happens, got to be ready for it.
What did I mean? You were so much more assertive tonight, especially on the offensive end, for sure. What made you that way tonight?
I think just coming out being aggressive. We got a lot of players down, so I knew a lot would be on Siakam's shoulders. The team, the Wizards would be really focused on him and the other guys. So just trying to help make it easy on them. If I'm doing things, then in the end, it's going to make their job easier. So that's what I try to do.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks, Malachi. Congrats.
Thanks, Mike. We'll go to Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
Hey, Malachi. You obviously have been playing a pretty good defensive player for a long time based on the awards you won in college. But how have you found it now in getting more minutes in the NBA, making plays like you had and like you did tonight defensively, the steals, and I guess they call them blocks, but is it slowing down for you a little bit, or do you feel like you've always been able to make those plays and the NBA is no different?
I think for one, I'm with Fred. They got to count those blocks as steals for us guys under 6'1", 6'2". But I think just being active, having active hands is kind of something that I've tried to do my whole life. You just got to be smart with it. Can't reach too much, but definitely watching how Fred do it. He's real good at it, and then just going out there and trying to do some of the same things.
Is there something you've picked up watching Fred? Fred, we all know how good he is at it, but have you seen something that you've been able to incorporate? One element that
I watched him before I was even here, but coming here, he's a better defender than just seeing it in person. He's a lot better defender than I thought just watching on TV. So just trying to pick up different things that he does. He's a smart defender. So you can only learn so much by watching, but going out there and then you just got to do it, find a way to do it yourself.
Appreciate it, Malachi. Good game. Have a great night.
Thanks, Michael. We'll go to Eric Corrine from The Athletic.
Hey, Malachi, nice game tonight. Congrats. Obviously, by process of elimination, Russ is one of the guys you've been watching for the longest time. When you were out there, I know it wasn't a one-on-one battle or anything, but when you did find yourself matched up on him defensively, what is your focus with him?
You just got to be ready for anything. He's not going to give the defense no breaks. He's coming at you every time. Strong, athletic, as we all know. So just trying to be ready for what it is.
And Nick has said the last few games that he really wanted you to be a bit more aggressive, maybe to, he mentioned Nashing, going under the basket and coming out tonight as something that was useful for you. Is it just a matter of that mindset for you, or is it just a comfort thing in terms of keeping the ball longer and making more plays?
Yeah, I think it's just going out there and being assertive. Like he said, be aggressive, try to make plays, don't do too much. But at the end of the day, I think that's why they got me. So just try to go out there and do it to the best of my ability.
Thanks, Malachi. I appreciate it.
Next question goes to Josh Lundberg from TSN.
Hey, Malachi. Congrats on the win. Nick was just in here was telling us that Fred was very vocal in motivating guys and supporting guys on the bench, and we could see it at the end of the game, him standing there with the coaches. What was it like having him on the bench today, and did he have any words of encouragement or anything that stuck out to you in terms of your interactions today?
Yeah, it was a bit different. I think this is the first time he hasn't played, and he's up there in minutes, I think like 40 a game or something crazy. So definitely a bit different not having him out there, but you could still feel his effect, just helping us in timeouts, telling us little different things. So he was still a part of the win.
What have you learned about Gary over the last 10 days?
He can shoot it, and he's not afraid to shoot it. And if he gets hot, you got to keep finding him.
What's it been like being out there with him? You're both young guys, and the team is in a position now where both of you guys are getting the opportunity to develop and play through some mistakes and to grow as players. Has that been especially over these last 2 weeks with Gary being here as well? Has it been kind of cool to be in that kind of situation together?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, he's a good shooter, so just really trying to find him the ball whenever he's open, or even if he's not open, he can still knock it down. So definitely playing off him has been real good.
Great. Thanks, Malachi. Have a good night.
Thanks, Josh. We'll go to William Liu from Yahoo Sports Canada.
Hey, Malachi. Great game tonight. There was a stretch in the second quarter there where it looked like you forced like 4 straight turnovers or stops. How much of it was sort of you just kind of playing off instinct? Because it was a really high-paced game, both teams going both ways.
Yeah, I think that's what it ends up being. Playing off instinct, just trying to make plays, just trying to be active on the defensive end. I think that's the main thing that I try to do. And I mean, during that stretch, I don't even remember the specific stretch, honestly, but just trying to be active throughout the game.
And you had 2 really impressive stops, like in transition in particular. I think one where there was a turnover and it was like a 2-on-1 fast break, and you got back to get the stop, and the Raptors actually went the other way and scored. And there was another time when that happened as well. Yeah, I mean, did anyone say anything to you about that? Because obviously those are 2 fantastic defensive plays.
Yeah, the first one I turned it over, so I had to make a play.
Okay.
I had to get a stop, and hopefully he missed it, made a miss. But yeah, the coaches, I mean, everybody just good job. Keep doing it. So definitely some of that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, William. One more for you, Malachi. We'll wrap up with Lewis from Raptors Republic.
Hey, Malachi. To my eyes, that was the most you've ever beaten the first line of defense clean. Is there something that it takes to sort of learn to be able to get that separation, whether like different dribbling moves or like off-speed stuff? Like what went into that improvement?
Yeah, I think just being more aggressive, like I've said earlier, and you guys have touched on a little bit, but definitely learn the game when you're out there, you're playing more, you learn guys' tendencies, and you just kind of react off what they do.